Now, live from Studio 550, this is The McGraw Show on KTRS.
So Saturday, I was minding my own business, walking through the Galleria, and I come across this kiosk called GreenNicotine. I thought, that's interesting, but they were kind of busy, so I sort of made a mental note and said I was going to come back a little bit later on. Well, later on in the day, I walked by the kiosk again, and I hear, "Hey, McGraw?" And it was Mike Pona, who was working for this GreenNicotine company. He used to be an intern here at the Big 550 KTRS, so the only way to get on the air as an intern is to leave and to work for another company. Mike Pona, welcome back to the Big 550 KTRS.
Hey, good morning, McGraw. Thank you for having me.
Once you left here, you started working for this company called GreenNicotine.
Yes, sir.
And tell us about this company.
Well, GreenNicotine basically has taken the concept of the electric cigarette. We have perfected it. Hands down, the best electric cigarette in the world.
Okay, when you say an electric cigarette, it's a smoking cessation or a smoking replacement therapy, right?
Yes, sir. It is a substitute for your average cigarette.
How new technology is this?
The technology we use did come from 2009. Our competitors' technology is 2004, 2005. We are brand new with our technology.
Now, why are it's a new company?
Yes, sir.
And they're rolling it out. One of the places you're rolling it out nationally is here in St. Louis. Why?
Well, the president of our company actually was a St. Louisan, moved to Arizona, so he did want to bring the company back to his old hometown of St. Louis.
Now, when you showed me this electric cigarette, which is what you're calling it, right?
Yes, sir.
It's not hooked up to it's not like a cell phone battery. It's or is it it's a rechargeable battery, right?
Yes, sir. It's an ionized lithium battery. The battery will hold the charge about 10 hours before you need to recharge it. We do have a car charger as well as a wall charger, so you can charge it anywhere you want.
Charge your cigarette in the car. It's hilarious.
It's the shape of a cigarette, correct?
Yes, sir. If you get a mental note, take a picture in your mind. Basically, the part where the tobacco is a battery, and our cartridge is basically a replica of the filter.
Right. Now, that filter cartridge lasts how long? How many quote-unquote cigarettes is in that thing?
Each cartridge has 50 cigarettes or 2.5 packs, so it's going to last you a while.
And the cartridge comes in either light, menthol, or regular, right?
Correct, McGraw. Yes, sir.
Now, in terms of healthy and or unhealthy, how unhealthy are these?
Well, basically, you're going to get the nicotine that we all want and need out of the cigarette. No carcinogens, no tar, no chemicals, no secondhand smoke, no odor. I'll let you make up your own decision about that.
Just like nicotine patches, just like nicotine gum, where you get the nicotine but none of the bad stuff.
Yes, but the added bonus with our product is you actually get to go through the motion, fulfill your physical addiction that you grab when you pick up and smoke a cigarette.
Now, I've seen you smoke this. You were in the conference room the other day. I saw you walking in the hall. You were smoking it. You can smoke this cigarette on airplanes, on no-smoking restaurants, bars, nursery schools, high schools. You can smoke this thing anywhere, right?
Yes, sir. Anywhere, anytime, planes, trains, automobiles.
No, but yet I see you exhale smoke.
It's actually vapor, not smoke, so that is how we get around the ban. What you see me blowing out is a water vapor.
Water vapor.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, we have two guinea pigs here in the studio. I, as an ex-smoker and an ex-chewer of Nicorette gum, did not want to even dabble in a nicotine replacement therapy because you hear those stories where somebody quit smoking for 10 years and somebody says, "Here, hold this," and they're holding somebody's cigarette and they're like, "Let me try that." Oh, and they're right back to three packs a day.
Understandable.
So I don't want to even tempt fate. So we have John Marasek.
Well, he's smoking in the studio again if that happens. So McGraw's like, "That's fine, just bring him in."
Hey, he just exhaled here, and I just smelled it, and there's nothing.
This is real. Okay, so we have John Marasek as contestant number 1, and we have Tim Weiland as contestant number 2. Both smokers. When I told Tim that, Mike, I was coming in with this GreenNicotine, you were like, "Hey, I got to try that." So you guys haven't tried this before. You guys, this is the first time you've ever been privy to this. Take a puff, John Marasek, and tell me what you think.
And explain to you how this works.
Basically, you're going to pull it a little longer, not quite as hard as a cigarette. Basically, you pull it just hard enough to turn on the green light, maybe a 3-4 second pull. You're going to pull it a little harder than you just did.
It isn't a joint, Marasek.
What experience over there?
You could pass it over like it is, though.
That's weird. It's like it has the taste too.
Oh,
the taste is there. It's like smoking a cigarette,
Now, I'm a
like a
menthol
heavier
smoker.
cigarette.
All right, you're
Menthol, right?
no. This is not menthol. He didn't bring menthol,
No mints.
dude. Where are the nachos?
Wow, this is interesting.
It's really cool. That's really good.
So, but yeah, I'll get the full effects of the nicotine.
Yes, sir.
All right.
You get all the nicotine. It's 100% pharmaceutical grade, pure nicotine. It's actually more potent than the nicotine you will find in a cigarette since it's in its pure form.
So when it hits you, does it like hit you?
Oh, it hits you.
Oh, okay.
Now, here's the other interesting thing. You can be at your desk at work and take one puff and then go back to work. It isn't like you have to smoke the whole cigarette.
Basically, take as many puffs as you need to calm your craving, put it right in your pocket, pull it back out when you need it again.
Right. Yeah.
So it actually turns
Hold on a
itself
second.
off and on.
Go ahead.
It actually turns itself off and on.
Yes, it's an automatic system. It does not turn on until you pull a drag. The airflow turns on the atomizer, which heats up the nicotine into the water vapor you see us exhale.
And the green light at the end of the cigarette is just to sort of show you that it's actually working.
Exactly, and also we made it green. If you're in a establishment that has a smoking ban, someone looks across the room, they're not going to see red. They're going to understand it's not fire burning.
Right. Now, you guys there's 2 or 3 here in the studio. You guys are smoking in the studio. Secondhand smoke kills me. I feel and smell nothing.
Yeah, and this is great. I mean, like my dentist has been trying to get me to quit smoking. He's like, Tim, chew the gum, do whatever you have to. The nicotine's okay. It's the other stuff that's bad. This is
Right.
Does what it's supposed to do. Now, how long does one, like here, you've got one with a green tip and then the white part, like of the cigarette. How long does that last?
The battery holds a charge for 10 hours. Each cartridge has the equivalent to 50 cigarettes. So if you smoke a pack a day, that cartridge will last you 2.5 days. In our starter kit, we do give you 2 batteries up front, so you go all day, the battery dies, you get home, swap them out. You're never without your nicotine.
But you also have a car charger for your cigarette.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Mike Pona. The company's called Green Nicotine. The only place you sell these here in St. Louis is at the kiosk at the Galleria?
Yes, sir. As of now, we are planning on expanding to 3 or 4 more kiosks by April. But as of right now, you come see me at the Galleria right next to the Cheesecake Factory. You can't miss me.
Do you have a KTRS special going on?
Actually, this weekend, if someone mentions they heard about us on McGraw, we're going to give them $20 off the retail price.
And how much is this thing?
Basically, a pack-a-day smoker is going to save $1,900 a year. Don't want to get into the specifics of the pricing. Come on up. We'll work something out.
That's my man. What a salesman.
Yeah, salesman, right?
We taught him well.
McGraw, if I could, I also want it. Today is my daughter's 8th birthday. Jaden, if I could just tell you happy birthday and Daddy loves you.
Aw.
All right.
She's 8 today. It's
What
a special
sap.
day for me.
Good for you. Congratulations. The company called Green Nicotine. Where is the kiosk at the Galleria?
It's directly across from Hellsberg Diamond on the ground level. If you go inside the Cheesecake Factory entry, make a little right, you cannot miss me.
It's called Green Nicotine. Go in and tell Mike Pona you said hi, and to find out more, if you mention you heard about it. Now this is a free plug. We saw you, I liked you, we wanted to put you on the air. But just for listening and to help you out as a former KTRSer, mention you heard about it on KTRS, and you'll take $20 off the price.
That is correct, sir.
How about that, Mike? Good luck.
Hey, thank you very much, McGraw, for having me on. I appreciate it.
You got it. 6:32. We'll check traffic and weather, news, sports, all that coming up straight ahead on the Big 550 KTRS.